Hi there. We are just going to start this because if you don't start, you don't do. So I am going to start this with the endeavor to get the ball rolling, to get launched, as my friends say, and we'll see how it goes. Know that this is not an ideal situation for me right now. I'm actually a little sick, and we're currently having our roof replaced, so you'll hear that noise in the background. I don't feel like I have enough makeup on to be making a video, and oh, let's see, I don't know if I've got the right setup, but it doesn't matter. There's 1,001 excuses not to make a video, and and just one action of actually making a video, and that's what I'm doing right now, which is taking my little phone and setting it down on a table and just hitting start and making a video. My name is Rebecca Stark. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch this video and to help me start whatever it is that I'm starting here, and I don't really know, and we'll see where it goes. But just to share with you a little bit of my aim, I am just getting rocking and rolling on what I ultimately hope to call Rebecca Stark's Guide to Life. Not saying that Rebecca Stark has any really great wisdom or knowledge or information to share or expertise in the world. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my experience and what I have been through in life, and the various accomplishments I've had, and the the directions my life has turned as a result of the experiences. And the camera is wobbling just a little bit. I'm laughing because one of my cats is on the wobbly table that currently holds my camera. So that's okay. So my ultimate aim in life, this is a mission statement that I wrote many years ago. I don't really remember the context, but I'll still share it with you. My personal mission statement is, through writing and speaking, I aim to positively impact the world. I aim to be grounded in my faith while engaging the world around me. A couple of years ago, I started a Facebook page called Stark Family Farms, so called because obviously my last name is Stark. Also an homage to my husband's family. I did take my husband's name, so Stark is my married name. And there was a Stark family farm in the Chicago area. And I don't know if it was officially called Stark Family Farm, but I just named the business and our little urban farm after that family. And the aim of Stark Family Farms was to connect people with the source of their food, just to get to know where your food comes from, how your food is manufactured, or hopefully just grown and delivered to you. So that's a little of what I do. What I'm trying to do is teach you a little bit about connection, and that connection might just be with me. You might just be watching me and watching my video and making a connection with me. You might just be watching this video, and some of the points I make might encourage you to make a little more connection with yourself and who you are, as I share who I am and what I've done in this world, and what I've come to face with in this world. That might encourage you to connect a little more with your own self and your own experience. And of course, connecting with food. I'm very passionate about being connected with your food, and wherever possible, finding local food sources. So those are some of the things. And also with connection, I teach yoga. I've actually been practicing yoga almost my entire adult life. I was introduced to yoga when I was 19 years old, and that was a good number of years ago. And I'm grateful to have had the practice of yoga in my life all this time. Some other things about me, just as we get this video series going. I'm a Christian woman. I aim to live a life that is centered on Christ and the values that he taught. I spend a lot of time in the Bible. I love reading the Bible, memorizing verses. And I actually have a little weekly devotion that I started a handful of years ago called Addicted to the Word, where I pair Bible verses with what's actually happening in my life at that time. So, um, and I'm a wife. My husband and I have at this point been married a little over 10 years, and we have a golden retriever who's been with us most of that time. We have 3 really sweet cats, and who knows, you might see a cat jump through the video periodically. And most importantly, we just recently adopted a little boy from China. So we are proud parents of a preschool boy who's about 4.5 right now and has just been a joy. And so some of the things that I'll share about in this video series are we live in the Denver metro area, so a lot of my life as it centers around the Denver metro area. I will be sharing just challenges and foibles and even funny moments and sweet tender moments of being married and what marriage means to me and what it's looked like to stay married for 10 years and hopefully much more. I'll share about our adoption journey. I'll share about what led us to adopting in the first place and how that process looked, and if that's something you might be interested in. I'll give you some resources if that's something you wish to pursue. I'm also going to talk about the farm aspect. So the one hesitation about starting this right now is we're actually closing on this house, on the physical Stark family farm, or what has been the physical Stark family farm for the last 5 years. We are moving from the Stark family farm, which is it's a 1954 ranch located in northern Aurora. Lots of wonderful space for gardening, which actually just became a little too much for me. And we're moving just a few blocks away to a brand new house that we just fell in love with. So, do I start here because we're not going to be here for very long? But I'll take a little time and I'll make some videos here so you can see where the farm started. And as part of moving here, I got engaged with a community that sought to legalize chickens in Aurora. When I moved here, it was not legal to keep backyard chickens. We worked together. It's a really great community, a great team that helped legalize chickens, and chickens are now indeed legal in the city of Aurora. So I've kept chickens, and I can share a little bit of my experience not only legalizing chickens here, but also keeping chickens, and gardening, and just finding ways to be connected to my food, whether it be growing my own tomatillos or my own popcorn, which is one of my favorite treats, or really wonderful, juicy heirloom tomatoes, sharing just my experience with that. As well as how do you find local foods and where do you go and what do you look for to get connected to your local foods if you're not able to grow your own foods. So let's do the checklist. So we'll talk about being a Christian woman in the Denver metro area, being a wife, being a mom, and being a gardener. I think that's probably enough topics to share about now. So if you want to hear a little more about my story, if you want to hear about the journey that I've been on in life up until this point and see where life takes me now that I get to start sharing, I'd love to have you join along. Again, my name is Rebecca Stark. Best way to stay in touch with me is I have a Facebook page. The Facebook page is naturalstark.com. Natural, just like, that great healthy word, crunchy word everybody likes to use. Natural Stark, my last name STARK.com. You can go there, you can sign up for Addicted to the Word. As I said, that's a weekly devotion that I send out, and somebody coined the term test a devotional. So it's a combination. It's a little bit of testifying to what's been happening in my life. There's going to be a Bible verse in there, and how what's been happening to me connects with that Bible verse, and that Bible verse connects with what's been happening in my life. And then you can just stay in touch, and I'll post videos at thenaturalstark.com as well as my YouTube channel. And stay in touch and watch where it goes. I'm pretty excited to see what happens in the future. So take care. Until then, be fabulous.